GamingBolt presents 15 things that only addicted gamers will fathom. Like many entertainment mediums, it's very easy to get addicted to video games. It doesn't hurt that video games by nature necessitate more participation from their audiences, thus ensuring that you lose yourself by simply wondering where your actions lead you next. Of course, there is such a thing as unhealthy addiction, so let's take a look at 15 things that only addicted gamers can fathom. Day 1 Raid Resets. Reset time is always the de facto time for an MMO addict. Once it's time for another run, the band is back together, and you head into Destiny 2's Nightfall or Leviathan, or World of Warcraft's Raid and Heroic Dungeons, and much more. It's not just that high-level activities offer a better chance of getting exclusive loot, they offer a kind of rush that most players can't get from the regular content. Of course, they're also some of the best content, so that helps. Sleep late, wake up early. Have you ever been trapped in that cycle of being addicted to a game? You know the one. You play for hours upon hours in the night, sleeping at 3 to 4 a.m. But that's not enough. You have to keep playing, and sleep is only a small priority. Sometimes you wake up after 2 hours. Sometimes it's just an hour. Either way, getting up early to play more of a game is a clear sign of trouble. Every last collectible. While this could be attributed to players really just enjoying the game that they're playing, the lengths that people go to for collecting everything is simply insane. This is never more true than in games where collectibles reign supreme like Assassin's Creed, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and so forth. It may not seem strange at first until you look at the 100 hours or so played in the 15 days and you begin to question life a little. Multiple class playthroughs. Grinding Gear Games' Path of Exile is an excellent example of a game that's almost infinitely replayable. And that's because, on top of different classes, the game boasts a passive skill tree that can be customized ad nauseum. Throw in skill gem arrangements, new leagues with their own modifiers and rewards, Pantheon bonuses, different gear configurations, and so on, and it's no wonder that players keep coming back. Granted, some of them are insane for having 3,700 hours played, but still. Earning the hardest achievements. Let's be honest here. You didn't really need to complete a raid without anyone dying in Destiny to earn Flawless Raider. Similarly, you didn't have to beat every boss on Expert in Cuphead, or play Pacifist, not attacking a single enemy in the run and gun stages. But you did, because honestly, the achievements for doing so are just there, waiting for you to unlock them. The same could be said for numerous other difficult trophies and achievements, which push your sanity to the brink to obtain them. Collecting every piece of loot. More of a sin in action RPGs, some players pursue something other than just OP builds. Whether it's World of Warcraft, The Division, Diablo 3, or so forth, there are collectors who want to possess every single weapon, every single gear piece, every single cosmetic possible. Is it healthy? Probably not, but you have to admire their dedication, even if it's just a little bit. Spending lots on cosmetics. You've probably heard the term whales when it comes to games with microtransactions. A large amount of support for a free-to-play game comes from the average folks who don't play other games though. They're happy to throw a few dollars into their favorite pastime. Of course, there are the truly addicted who will admit, with a bit of guilt, to spending hundreds of dollars over the years on cosmetics for Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, etc. And that's not stopping them from spending more, mind you. Buying all the merch. Sometimes though, it's not enough to have all the cosmetics, play through the game dozens of times, or invest hundreds of hours replaying the same missions again and again. There are some of us who need to buy the t-shirts, novels, art books, action figures, posters, lore books, and collectibles out of the love for a game. But is it really just love or an addiction? Calling in sick. You work hard and you like to take vacations. That's all well and good. However, sometimes you apply for holidays when a particular game is launching so that you can spend the whole day playing. That's kind of excessive, but hey, it's your time. Then there are instances when you call in sick just to grind a few more dailies. Then you do it again, and again, and again. You may have a problem in that case. Convincing everyone to play. Have you heard of The Witcher, one of the greatest games ever made? You want a more traditional turn-based RPG or open world game or just about anything that isn't The Witcher 3? Well, forget about all those, just play The Witcher 3. Believe it or not, but there's a sentiment among the most hardcore lovers of a game that everyone should just play it and nothing else. If you played it and didn't like it, well, you might want to leave quietly then. Uninstalling, and always coming back. You've had it with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Overwatch, Dota 2, or League of Legends. You uninstall the game and you swear that you'll never be coming back. Of course, then the new DLC, free content, or a new update comes rolling around. Lo and behold, you're back on the scene, praising the game and wondering why you ever left. The cycle thus begins again. Never letting go, and crying about it. Of course, there are those who don't even uninstall a game if they suddenly hate it. No, they just keep complaining, cursing, and generally stomping about while still putting in the hours. Constructive criticism regarding something is fine, and hey, we all get angry at a game from time to time, but when you have nothing but seething hatred for a game and still wake up every day for months on end to play it, you might be addicted. Following the esport, while hating esports. Every developer whose game has an esports scene would like it if non-competitive players took an interest in the same. Overwatch is a pretty good example. There are certain groups though, read everyone who nominated Overwatch as the esports game of the year at the Game Awards, who follow a game's esport despite not even liking esports. Maybe it's an elitist point of view, or maybe it's just pointing out how hopelessly addicted some people are. Optimal setups. In a more general sense, having every single thing possible for your ideal gaming setup could qualify as being addicted. Whether it's the best sound system and 4K monitor for the living room, a top-tier graphics card and DDR4 RAM for your PC, a VR headset, or just the most comfortable gaming chair, you need it all. Not want, mind you. Need. Ditching friends and family. Of course, this is the ultimate sign that you need help. If you ditch family and friends or other social commitments just to play video games, then you might be addicted. Keep in mind that we're not referring to playing games from time to time instead of making plans with other people. No, we mean you literally forgot your parents' anniversary because you were too busy playing. It's always the extremes that are the most dangerous signs in such cases.
And that'll be about it for this one. If you guys like what we're doing at GamingBolt, please consider subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.